All right, testing. We have no music, as we should. Oh, hello. How's it going, everybody? I'm Skuttz. We're drawing some goblins again. The title of this stream, I was just trying to think of something. And so I was like, go goblins. It's one of the deck names I have in Arena. And so, but when I was sitting here and I was looking at it, my brain didn't read it as go goblins. My brain read it as goblins. And so like I've just been walking around getting ready for stream and I'm over here like ruh-roh raggy. Like fucking, oh no. Being a goof. Anyways, let's pull the mask off. It wasn't a ghost all along. It was 4 hot goblins. Anyways. Hi there, Bootsy. I felt like my audio last time was really loud, but I'm not sure. Hopefully it's alright. Maybe it was on my karaoke stream. There was one of them where I'm like, dude, did I not have a noise gate on? Because it was a little rough. Wasn't terrible. Alright, where... Oh, I hid my pencils. Oh, I hate reaching with this arm. Alright. Oh, I was going to try to pull chat up on my phone. Am I able to? Alright, I would go... Yeah. Boom. Alright, there's the chat. I don't want it... Hey, perfect. This is getting interesting. It's gonna get even more interesting now that I've figured out. So we're not coloring this one. It's staying just a pencil sketch. So I'm gonna do more, like, more with the pencil. So I'm excited. Otherwise, if I'm doing it, I'll do this as an overlay layer and I'll digitally color underneath. So we're going to start from the left and move to the right because since we're drawing traditionally, there's a lot of smudging anything underneath. Which is why we're bringing back the focus shield so I can't look at any other goblins. We can look at one goblin at a time. Actually, speaking of looking at one goblin at a time, let me scoot my boot. And we'll resume. Enhance. Can I scoot it over a little bit? That's fine, because then we're mostly just dealing with my hand over here. Yeah, I think this is good. Maybe if I start working on the end of the sword. I think I'm just gonna kind of draw this over her shoulder. And maybe leave it as is, because when I try to draw a pauldron or something underneath, it just feels like a lot. Alright, let me see. Moving chat, so I can see it easier while I'm drawing. Okay. Ow. Come on. 1, 2, yeah. Alright. Sorry. We're taking it easy today because my arm is still sore. So there we go. Let's see. So I think, yeah, because I feel like if I were gonna do a pauldron, it would be on this shoulder. So she has like her armored one and then her sword one. But I feel like she should have something here to protect her shoulder. But these aren't like final ref sheets or anything, so I just kind of have to decide pretty quick here so I can move along with it. Do, do, do. It's hard to even get a good shape in there. That doesn't just feel like it's being... You know what? We'll just draw... It's like that little cuff guard type thing at the end of the sword. So she's not using like the blade against herself. It's like that one decorative part at the base. I'll scooch over here because I keep blocking it with the pencils. Alright. I may need to pull up a reference. Alright. Alright. My sweater. It matches my nails. It's one of my favorite colors. Like, stupid olive green. It's starting to get worn out, so I've been wearing it less. That's okay, I got it secondhand. So I was like, score? somebody was getting rid of a bunch of clothes from their wardrobe and they were like, hey, do you want to take a look through it? I'm like, sure. It's a hard deal to pass up, you know? And I was looking through the bins and I was like, oh shit. I love this funky color. So I got that and a few things. I actually have these jackets I got because I thought I could make them into something really cool. They're really, really plain. And I was like, oh, I picked it up. And they're like, oh, you look excited at that. I'm like, I see a blank canvas. And I want to either paint on it or like try fabric markers, maybe dye it. I don't know. It's gonna be my experiment, man. And find out what I can do with it. It's one of those someday things when I finally catch up. I suppose in a way, the way I do sketches like this, it still feels like I'm doing line art. Well, I think that's why I call it like a refined sketch. Like it's a refined pencil drawing instead of like a sketch. Like this is very detailed. I'm just so excited that I get to kind of like have a bit of free reign designing these. Like I've been drawing stuff and coming back with it and it's been like thumbs up keeps going. And I'm like, okay. But there was no reference, just kind of a description of the characters and kind of some stuff about them. So I just kind of tried to think about, you know, this is the very fighty character. They've got some mismatched gear that should feel oversized, which I feel like I'd hit that one pretty good. Do. Sorry, I end up holding my breath a lot. It helps me draw better. I've definitely noticed my hands are not always as steady, especially if I'm having like wrist pain. But I've had people be like, "Wow, you should be a surgeon." I'm like, I might have the steadiness or the stability in my hands, but I don't think I have the stomach. If I did, I would do a good job, though. Do 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 do. So it's like, it's very interesting. Some people are like, I think it's neat, and I'm like, I appreciate that because I couldn't. I will, however, draw your D&D characters. I would probably tattooing would be one that would be interesting, but I feel like people will wait like months for tattoo appointments sometimes, you know? And so I wouldn't be able to functionally do it. Like, it would be very difficult for me to keep the appointments. If you can't tell, um, not due to lack of desire or, I mean, I literally bribed myself with goblins. I'm like, if you do the stupid thing, stupid, boring, stupid thing, then you can draw goblins. And I'm like, yes, goblins. And I did the stupid thing, and now I'm drawing goblins. I think we were talking about that on whatever day it was. Was it on the 1st? Yeah, I think it was. We're talking about it on the 1st, just actually being able to get a reward when you tell yourself you get the reward. So I was trying to make sure everything sounded good on the stream, and sometimes I'll let it play in the background for a little bit so I can check for like just trying to check my audio levels. Like anytime OBS updates, anytime Wavelink updates, you gotta double check that your shit's still how you said it. So sometimes it's fine, sometimes it is not fine. And so yeah, especially after like setting up the karaoke stream and fucking with stuff, I was like, I want to make sure that my stream doesn't sound like ass. And I was like, oh man, YouTube, because there's no music. And I'm just like, that sucks. I wonder how it sounds when I'm just quiet, you know? And the traditional streams actually different. Like, sometimes it's just me, like, breathing, and I'm just like, God, why? Please. I need background music that's not copyrighted. I sat up too exuberantly. Fuck, what was I talking about? Stretch. Oh, Oh, that was a scary stretch, let me tell you. Do, 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 do. Goblins. I already forgot what I was talking about. Hi, I'm Skuttz. I specialize in nonlinear conversations. I'm forgetting what the fuck I was talking about halfway through saying it. Because, ooh, shiny. But this time, it's a goblin. Why am I starting on the part I said I shouldn't start? God damn it. But yeah, as much as I would love to be like a tattoo artist, I feel like at this point I would struggle with keeping appointment dates. And it would really suck for people. So I'm like, maybe if I ever got my shit together. Would a shiny goblin be made of metal or covered in metal? Noises on quiet stream. You hear squeaky chair. I know. I keep forgetting the WD-40. I must WD-40 it. You know, normally I rotate stuff a lot more, but I'm scared of, like, losing where we are. But I really need to for these boot laces. Oh my god, Malik, I didn't understand that we, like, sent people, like, to the moon yesterday. I like misunderstood what the excitement was fully for. That's really cool. I went and I watched the launch last night after I stopped streaming at some point. It was really fun to go check out. I was like, oh shit. Like, we're going back to the moon. I probably would have stopped and watched it live. That's pretty fucking cool. But, I'm not gonna lie, I hit my head pretty hard the other week, you guys. I'm definitely having some moments where I'm like, oh my god. Alright, so I will do a thing where I basically work on a sliding price, right? Where I will do commissions at cheaper rates. But like there's my standard, which is what I want to do. And then if you tip more, it gives me more time to do like details and things. But otherwise, one of the things people love about my art style is that I like to add the laces to the boots, and that I am very detail focused. And so that's where, for my main commission prices, like that's what they're priced at. But then I will also have where I will do like quicker sketches and quicker doodles. And one of the things that those are cheaper and faster for is that I don't always go in and add all the details that I want to. I kind of rein it in. It just depends on the commission type. But these one's photo rendered goblins. That's not what I meant to say, but sure. Fully rendered goblins. Full rendered. God, I can't even say it again. I give up. We're just focusing on the art. Oh, yeah. Oh, this light box is really good for the lighting. It's really bad for my eyes. I might have to find something else pretty soon here. That's just a glaring, glaring bright. Cube of blinding. Especially with how my eyes were not too long ago. I'm like, it makes sense. All right. I feel like I'm working this way because that's the order of operations. As far as I know how I want this to look. I don't know how I want the sword to look. So I feel like I'm starting with starting where I know what I want to do. Oh. Oh, yeah, it's just so bright. You know, I was thinking, I saw the question again, Malik, and I'm thinking you would have two options. You would maybe have a goblin that's covered in metal, like they've collected and continued to, like, slowly hoard and piece together something to, like, adorn themselves in. And then I think of, like, just how, like, what little scamps they are. And I'm like, I could also see one, like, drinking a potion that turned them metallic because they found a shiny liquid, so they're like, I'm gonna drink it. I draw my belt buckles backwards. Which means it's supposed to go this way. Wait, did I fix it? Did I finally fix it? Oh god. This is what happens. Does anyone else have this problem? So like belt buckles, I always draw them backwards, right? So then I go and I begin to catch my mistake and I go, "Oh, the belt buckle's backward, better check," you know. And I'll get it. And then I get so good at catching myself that now I'm in the habit of drawing the thing correctly, but I flip it when it's correct. Because I'm so used to being wrong, I'm like, I must be wrong. So I flip it the other way. And I do that with a lot of stuff. Like, I correct myself into oblivion. Like, wait, no. Is it Celtic and Celtic? I can't remember what the pronunciation is. But I'm literally always wrong. And now I'm wondering how much of that's me and how much of it's what people, or if there's context that I'm missing, but I cannot. I'm like, so I'm just Celtic? do, do, do. Kind of like a long-term cosplay project versus the skin being a very strange metal replacing keratin type thing. Wait, the space launch? Because I remember you mentioned that it was like a medical thing. Medical science. Oh god, I cannot recall. I'm looking at Goblin. Brain do a struggle. No, they're unrelated. Oh, okay. Hey, I'm all for positive news. But yeah. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna get, you guys. Not gonna lie, my shoulder's doing pretty bad. So I was like, what do I want to do? I was like telling myself I could like do something and draw later. And I was like, no, because my shoulder's gonna hurt. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll draw goblins now. Alright, I need to work out. So I decided I'm not doing any sort of pauldrons. Almost done with work. Heck yeah. Wait, my phone keeps turning off. Come back here. Finding a way to fight eye cancer and one of the longest manned space flights to the moon to test rescue and medical support in space are both pretty interesting. Yeah? Wait, instead of smudging stuff, what if I... Yeah. There we go. That's actually a lot better. Oh my god, I just remembered the title of the thing. I'm like, why is she so excited and talking to everybody? And she looks exasperated and she looks kind of pissed. And she's like, oh, at least I still have my hat. And I'm like, maybe she just used everybody's shirts to make the alchemical potions. It's equivalent exchange or something. No, that's not where the nipple goes. Mm-hmm. So I tried to find... What are they? A blending stump? But then I stopped looking for one because I feel like they can pick up like way too much pigment, and I always use my hands, but I'll wipe off the extras. Alright, we have... Okay. There we go. Yeah. Hello. Now it's time for the sword. Also, I realized I guess we can have music during the during the breaks because I usually edit those out anyways. And the copyright will just be a reminder for me to go take care of it. Which, I don't know. There's sometimes I forget. Bootsy, you actually made me notice, like, timestamping or marking something to where the stream actually starts. And I'm like, I'll just take it out. I think because I'm deleting it, I technically lose the watch hours from the BRBs. But I don't really want to leave them in. Mm-hmm. I'm too high. Do, do, do. We'll zoom out a little bit because I'm not sure exactly where I'm landing. I think I'm going to go ahead and make the sword handle pretty dark. So it kind of matches with her little skirt and boots. We kind of have a chunk of repetition here. Plus, her gloves are going to get a little bit of shading, so I need whatever goes next to it to be a little deeper or a little brighter, one way or the other, so that we have enough contrast. I think this is going pretty good. Except for my eyes feel very not happy with how bright this is. Ugh, I just want to finish one goblin today, if nothing else. Do, 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 do. My eyes are getting real tired again. We're at like an hour and a half. Really? Yeah, I only got like 2 hours last time before my eyes were killing me. I am worried we're going to get about the same amount. So like how much shading I was putting in the hair and stuff, I was definitely waiting for finding out if I was like coloring this digitally or if it was staying a pencil sketch or what. Do 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 do. All right. All right. Chat keeps turning off. There we go. Let's see. Alright, I think that's one goblin done. Yay! Eh. Oh fuck, I was muted. Oops, I keep knocking my camera over. Sorry. says you are so cool. This is always one of my favorite parts, because it's when I finally start to add, like, other bits and bobs and, like, the stitches and, like, the extra details that I was talking about that I love. Like, it just makes stuff feel so nice. Love it. Sorry, I'm blocking everything. But I'm not sorry because it's for the goblins. Need to take the important calls, but we know where those scam callers can go. Yeah. I was frustrated before, but honestly, when I was trying to get to spend time with my grandma, and I didn't know if it was an important phone call or a scam call, it was really frustrating. It's like, cool, I'm glad I'm wasting my precious time. What was even worse was when my grandma was getting spam calls, and it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, it's just asinine. Last time somebody asked me how you add texture, and I kind of mentioned that when you're doing the hair, you want to sort of shade it in the direction of the hair. But I wasn't shading the hair yet, because I didn't know. But what I mean is sort of this, so that what pencil strokes go down are in the direction of the hair. It kind of lends to giving it a little more of an appropriate texture without doing a ton. Why does this keep turning off? always mad there's not a quick button for, well, never mind. What? Alright, I'll have to fix that after stream. At some point it must have changed my screen timeout, because it's not staying on like it should. I have such a long screen timeout. Everyone's like, why? It kills your battery so fast. And I'm like, nothing kills my love of drawing than having to wake my phone up every 30 seconds to see what the fuck I was trying to use for a reference. So this is supposed to be a wizard's wand that she uses for a staff. So we're gonna assume it's kind of like a woody texture, maybe. And I just kind of really like that knotted, gnarly wood texture. See, I was shading that sideways, and that doesn't work. That added a weird texture unless I was, like, cross-hatching. So I want to shade this down in the same-ish direction as the bark. Because it looks better. Alright. We are getting quite quickly through Goblin number 2. If I don't say so myself. We're like a fourth of the way. Her face was most of the way down to start, but you know. Should she have any earrings or anything? Alright. Oh, my eyes. Ooh. Wonder if I can draw with my sunglasses on and buy more time. And then we can go till my shoulders go instead of my eyes. I think I want to try. That's pretty cool. need a reference picture for how she is going to interact with her hat like that. I don't know how that hand should look. But instead of drawing it 50 times and struggling, I just go, I just cleaned my room's studio. And so I was able to find just some of the random, like, hats and stuff I have. I was just organizing those. I have a floppy sun hat. Is it a wizard hat? No, not entirely. Is it pretty close? Yeah. Close enough for me to interpret. I think she has a lot of hair. Oh shit, I was gonna go do something important. What was it? I don't know, my eyes hurt. I was gonna go get sunglasses because my eyes hurt. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a fucking genius. Goblins, goblins. Alright. Sunglasses, dude. Stop drawing the goblins. I grabbed them. I put them on my head. I walked over here. They weren't in my hands. And I was like, what the fuck? I just had those. And then I wandered around my house looking for my sunglasses. They were here on my head the whole time. Well, they weren't here. They were with me on my head the whole time. I was just like, ugh. Oh. I was just thinking I wanted to give her nipple piercings for some reason. And I'm like, I don't know why. I'm like, I don't know. She's a wizard. It just seems like she should have nipple piercings. And then my brain goes to an image of Gale with nipple piercings because he's a wizard. And I could definitely see him with nipple piercings. But as far as I can tell, when you take his shirt off in the game, he doesn't have any. And that is a crime. It's probably also a mod someone else has made. Honestly, sunglasses working great. I can still see everything. This is bright enough that for sure I can still see everything. But it's saving my eyes from being like too bright. I didn't get a ref for this hand. So we're just gonna kind of leave that. Because that's on this side. I can still work on that later. Alright. The lesson I have learned in 2026 thus far is when eyes hurt, put on sunglasses. Snack. Oh shit, I was gonna put like a buckle or something there. It's fine. How is this attaching to the fucking bag? Alright, that's my mystery for this one. We can just keep it kind of... scrunkly. Alright, let me see. What do we have here? Summoned into a lich's lair by an adventuring party as cannon fodder. Then she didn't get sent back after they died first anyways. The lich took notice and decided to try training her. Curiosities like this are why he wanted to unlive forever after all, and she takes to it quite readily. Her spellbook contains the last copy of much of his work. She wears a classic floppy conical wizard hat to separate herself from usual goblin shaman. Yes, I give her a floppy hat. And a huge book bag. Human magic wand like it's a whole staff. I mean, that's a real big... still a real big wand. That's fine. A lich's book bag, huh? A lich. They're just like undead jerks. Sometimes. No. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's... Alright. I think the sunglasses are making, like, some of the subtle stuff a little bit more hard. But I can always adjust that afterwards. Ow. Shoulder. Don't lean. Now you want snacks. I know, me too. It's like, man, I should have grabbed a snack while I was gone. Now it is too late. Okay, wood. I'm trying to think what she would have on her. I feel like the stars and moons are a little too froofy. Maybe I should go with more bones. Hey, Deathlight, you gotta bring snacks for everybody. No, it's fine. It's what I get for talking about food. No, I ruined it. You survive. You survived an impromptu snowstorm. Impromptu? Surprise. Yeah, you deserve some snackies. I sat on the phone for an hour and a half, most of it on hold. So I deserved some goblins. I already put skulls and bones on the other one. But everybody could have skulls and bones. What about... She has bird bones. She can have... Well... Bones? I suppose stuff might be a little bit more... I think the fun thing about goblins and kobolds, I think, is stuff gets to just be scrunkly. It looks like it's pointing. It looks a pointing finger. Main tips for drawing a kobold. Make it scrunkly. I feel like know what kind of kobold you want to draw, so that when you're trying to like look at refs or find sources or like figure out like how you want to draw a kobold, because there's people who draw them in so many ways. It's one of my favorite things about kobolds that I feel like I almost need to like keep myself a style guide so I don't go too crazy. But yeah, make them scrunkly. Gosh. I need to do a how to draw kobold tutorial. I would say also, it's a stylistic choice too, once again, but things like making their hands larger and their feet larger proportionally with their heads, I can't see if I'm even on camera. I don't want to draw it on this, because then I'll end up rubbing graphite on stuff later. What if I put a giant skull on her hip? I feel like then we have to stop. And I have to check. Because she wasn't looking very raised by a lich. Otherwise, I don't know. God, everyone draws kobolds with different hands, different feet. Some of them draw them with different, like, stances. I mean, pretty much you scrunkle a rat, a dog, and a lizard together and you get a kobold, yeah. Their faces are pointed kind of like... kind of like rat, kind of like lizard. Even though I'm decomposing. Sorry, the pencil keeps going in front of the camera. Just gonna have to deal. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to keep working for. We're starting to hit limits. I think I'm just going to add... Do, do, do. One thing about that is it like completely disrupts her hip, which I really liked. Well, what else would she have other than bones? Well, I went too far. Alright. It's like 1.5 goblins done. We're getting there. Whoa. Garbo's looking really good. Yeah, they are. I just had to hit a point where I knew what I was doing with them, and then we could go. Alright, I'm going to take a quick picture. It's probably too late to get a response. But you know. Let's see. I'll send this on Discord. Alright, hang on. I'm gonna mute this. I'm stretching my bad shoulder and I might scream a little bit. Don't forget to unmute. Oh, I just did. Thank you. I need to figure something out with my goddamn chair. I'm sorry you guys have to listen to it scream. Yeah. I need to maybe try doing WD-40 again. And we'll see if that helps. It does not seem to be a lasting solution though. All right. Because it's kind of reminding me of like a little bit of Scarecrow vibe. Whoa, we overshot. Started erasing the staff. Ah! Wow! No! You want to know real fear? Do traditional art. Do traditional art with an open beverage next to you. Then you will know terror. Oh God, speaking of, I've now, my 2 active sketchbooks have commissions in them. This large sketchbook has goblins in it, and the smaller sketchbook I've been doing the abstract traditional ones in, which means it's nerve-wracking to take either of my current sketchbooks anywhere with me. Because I'm scared. Like, oh no, I don't want to leave this anywhere. Oh God, I don't want to forget this. Oh no. I would have to draw that all over again. Some of them I've gotten pictures of and they're done. But like any of the works in progress, like that would just be horrible. Actually, I think these are going to be easier. Oh, what do I want to do with her skirt? I don't know. I might have to just run that one by the commissioner and be like, what would work here? All right. Put a holster for her reading glasses on her belt. Let's see. Interesting. I was saying maybe the patch doesn't have to be square. But all of a sudden, it doesn't look like a patch anymore, and it actually looks more like it's like the rip or the tear. Interesting. We just did this, old man. All right, there we go. I'm actually going to be really happy if I make it to having this goblin halfway done today. I mean, what? How does the ice cream man expect you to catch him when he's going 35 miles an hour? Oh my god. New Bootsy wanted snacks, what a tease. Oh my gosh. I guess if you're driving fast enough to not stop, why are you playing your music? Yeah. Is that sirens in the distance? No. It is the ice cream man. All right. I need a larger. Yeah. Don't ask me how many erasers I have. The answer would take a long time to answer. Alright, what time is it? It's on. Ooh. Oh my god, we got almost another hour. Yes, the sunglasses worked. Alright. My eyes are getting tired though. We are actually about at the stopping point though, because I need a reference for her hand. I need to check what I'm putting on her hip, or what kind of belt, like, kind of vibe thing I'm going for. And then I would have to plan. I need to figure out what the fuck I'm doing with her. I don't like her hair. I want to change it. I hate this. I hate what I've done the most. I don't know why. I'm the least satisfied with this character. She's not like bad, but like I'm just where she didn't go. I don't know where I was planning on taking it, I guess. Because she's going to go basically as fast as she did. So I just need to ask about the bones. Because I might put bones here because I want to repeat motifs. But I still got more. Throw up. Still got. Steampunk. No. Well, I mean, like, she's an alchemist. She was summoned and then chilled with some kobolds. So I feel like I can give her some maybe koboldy. She just doesn't look scrunkly enough. Yeah, I basically just need to do the hand here. She's like scrunching it in her hand. I don't know if that even looks like that's what she's doing, though. Nope. Don't know what I want to do here. Oops. Drawing right in front of the camera again. Sorry. Actually, I like that a lot. What about mushrooms? Mushrooms also feel like a koboldy thing, but they don't feel like a... like it's a little pocket. Little ingredient pouch. Maybe there's a bone in here. Because why not? Put a bone in it. These don't really look like mushrooms anymore. Alright. Because, like, why would you have a pocket that was like any real pocket, you know? A little bit of ripped fabric is good enough. Yay, it's 6 o'clock. Skrunkliness. Lots of scrunkliness. Just don't know if that really covers up her tummy too much. We'll see. Alright, let's poke at her for just a second. Nobody just has a straight up belt in the middle. Everybody has a belt cocked to the same side. Oh my god. Alright, let's try something a little different then. See, the only thing is doing it like that, it doesn't give you a lot of room to put anything on it. Okay, we stack on an additional belt. Because I kind of did like little pouches or something. Oh, they were over here. This part's definitely easier with digital stuff, let me tell you that. Alright, she's ready to go. I'm pretty sure everything about her is, like, set. So the only thing I'm really trying to do is figure her stuff out. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and, yay, we made it to 3 hours. I think that's gonna be a pretty good one. I think that's a good spot to call it then for now. Because I don't want to overdo it on my shoulder. I'm gonna rest for a little bit, and then I might be on Twitch to play games. I did good. Thank you. I did too. I have been so worried that all that effort I put into improving on drawing was going to disappear. The big push I made at the end of last year to start this year off really good. And I felt really like, oh no, I put all that hard work into getting better at drawing, and now I haven't been able to draw, and I'm gonna lose all of it. And honestly, after that big push and the big focus on doing a bunch of gesture and figure drawings, I did backslide I did backslide a little bit, but not nearly as much as I gained. So that I still feel like I'm positive, like net positive from before I started the studies. So I am really pleased with that. And I feel like I guess working out is kind of the same way. I've been really frustrated that I haven't been able to do my physical therapy that usually helps with my migraines and usually helps with my back. And I feel like the year of progress I put into physical therapy is for nothing, because this whole year I've barely been able to do it. It's always been something. It's been keeping me from working. It's been keeping me from taking care of myself properly, including my physical therapy. And I forget that it's the same thing with muscle mass. Once you build a muscle, you're better off for having built it. As far as like once the muscle atrophies a little bit, it like wakes back up with less effort if you've already strengthened the muscle previously. So it kind of feels the same with drawing there, where I strengthened the muscles, and so they're still stronger even if I needed to wake them up a little bit. So yeah, and then I've been maintaining with maybe drawing for 30 minutes or so intermittently. When I was dealing with like my eyes and stuff, I could not work for very long, but I still tried little bits, especially right before bed, because I was going to be able to go to sleep. So it's really cool. Our brains are pretty plastic, and not the bad kind. Not in the our brains have plasticity in the way that they can learn and take in new information and still grow, not in the way that like we're full of microplastics now, because that's also true. Oh shit. Yeah, neuroplasticity. Yes. Oops, we're fencing. All right. All right. I think that that's pretty good for today. All right. Awesome. Thank you so much. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe so that you can catch the rest of the goblin goodies and whatever else I'm up to. And don't forget to like the video and the stream so that YouTube knows I'm a good little gremlin and I draw good goblins. Definitely follow me on Blue Sky if you haven't. I'm trying to make sure I post my go lives there better. And we'll figure out Discord. I made a new server, and then we were going to launch it at the beginning of the year, and then everything fell sideways for me. And then Discord kind of has been, so we'll see, what's going on that front. But if you're in the Discord server already, then, you'll get the pings if you're signed up for the YouTube Gremlins. So, yeah, other than that, thank you for watching. Just doing that supports me and, lets me know I'm doing a good job. And it makes me happy that I get to share my art and the process of drawing these awesome, sexy goblins. So yeah, I hope everybody is doing all right. Don't forget to take care of yourselves. And yeah, I know we're all doing our best right now, so keep it up. You're doing awesome. We're all doing great. Take care. Have a good one. And I'll see you next time, okay? Bye-bye. Hey, do we have an ending? What's the ending screen?